Dan and Nick fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop? Hit that notification bell. All right, let's get into this video. The Knicks coming off a 2-game losing streak. We about to play the Houston Rockets. I'm not going to say this is going to be an easy game, being that the Knicks will be shorthanded. And when I mean shorthanded, Isaiah Hartenstein is a game-time decision. Most likely he'll play after sitting out against the Indiana Pacers with that Achilles. Before this injury, he was sort of an Iron Man, damn near playing in every game. Well, playing every game for the New York Knicks so far before the injury took place. What can I say? This game right here, it's going to be crucial for the New York Knicks because we play them and then we play Orlando Magic. If I'm not mistaken, we haven't beaten Orlando Magic not one time this year. So this is going to be a very crucial game going into the All-Star break. The good thing about the All-Star break is that after the trade, we do get a chance to rest, and not only rest, but get a chance to get the players to get to know one another. When I talk about the players, I'm talking about the two new acquisitions of Alec Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic. I'm gonna get to their game. We got some highlights I want to show y'all too. Also, I know y'all probably seen the highlights already, but we'll get to that in a minute. But this game is going to be crucial because we need this win, and I'm gonna be like I said. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. We have not beaten Orlando Magic this year yet, and every time we seem like we was about to, do that, Orlando Magic, this is like they got the New York Knicks number. Let's just come out and say that. We don't match it well against them. We played them on the 14th, I think, to start that break of the All-Star break. It's gonna be crucial because, like I said, we coming off a 2-game losing streak, and injuries is piling up, and Randall gonna be out. They say 2 weeks he's gonna be evaluated, so it might be, they said it wasn't gonna be months, but it's turning into a month, so he might be out an extra 3 weeks. We know Anunoby, the least, is probably going to be a month. They're giving him 3 weeks for after the surgery. So we'll see how everything turns out, because we want to see how we are back at full strength, especially with the trade. I mean, it's a good trade, and I think it's going to help us in the long run. And I don't know, getting hit with the injury bugs right now could be a good thing for the New York Knicks going down the line, towards the playoff. Usually, I'm kind of superstitious, so I think, once something happen and gets out the way, it probably, won't happen twice in the season. Excuse me for hitting the mic. Probably won't happen twice in the season. So that's just my thinking. Like I said, I'm kind of superstitious. But this game is going to be crucial because I'm going to be honest, I don't think we can beat Orlando Magic. And if we beat Orlando Magic, it might just be because we have a different lineup right now. After the trades, it might be a little different, but in my opinion, Orlando Magic is kind of a real fast-paced team. So we're going to see. We're going to see exactly how this game turned out with the Houston Rockets. They had some the last 5 games. Like I said, the Knicks coming off that 2-game losing streak. Out of the last 5 games is 3 losses and 2 wins. Houston, their last 5 games, 4 losses, 1 win. This is going to I don't want to sleep on this game, you know what I'm saying? The injury that happened to Jalen Brunson, y'all seen my video I put up, I thought that Tibbs should have rested him against the Memphis Grizzlies. He wouldn't have been out. Maybe he'd have came back and played in that Dallas game, and we could have won that Dallas game. I don't know. Dallas was shooting really well that game. The injuries is piling up. So, like I said, this is why I'm worried about this Houston Rocket game, because what's most important, if you looked at the Indiana Pacer game, is how we got out rebound. And we coming into this game, if Isaiah Hartenstein don't play, we're going to be shorthanded when it comes to height. And Houston, I know their starting center is a day-to-day. I know he might play. That's what's his name? Sengun. Sengun's averaging around 21 points and 9 rebounds. But even if he don't play, they still have 2 other centers. Now I'm gonna say 2 other centers. What they do, they have that 7'4" guy. I doubt if he played, but if the coach wanted a win, he can throw him in for 5 or 6 minutes per quarter. That's Bojan. What's his name again? His name is Boban Marjanovic, 7'4", 290. His last game, he played 4 minutes. He had 6 points, 4 rebounds. He's averaging 2 points on the season and 2 rebounds. I ain't gonna get to the assists because what I'm worried about is the rebounding from the New York Knicks against teams that have true centers. And now that most are out, well, all our centers is out. Jericho Sims got some mystery illness. They haven't really. Well, if y'all know what he's suffering from, hit me in the comments because I haven't heard what the illness is. Then we know Julius Randle with the shoulder injury. Hartenstein with the Achilles. He might be playing today. They don't have him listed as an injury so far. Let's check out they don't have him listed as not playing or game time decision. So most likely he probably played, but that's going to be a last minute thing. He is game time decision. That's how they've been describing that injury so far. So we're going to see how it go from there. Like I said, the last 5 games, both teams not performing well, coming in on the short end. New York Knicks, you could say, did a little better. They won 2 out of their last 5, and Houston 1 game out of their last 5, and that was against Toronto. And Toronto seemed to come back and avenge that loss. But like I said, when you look up how they match up and everything, scoring points, they're 19th, we're 15th, 24, 21 when it comes to field goal percentage. Free throws, they're 11. No, we're 11th, they're 17, excuse me. 3-point shooting, we're 14, they're 26. And it comes 3 points made, we're 21st. They're 21st, and we're 12. But what got me worried is when you look at the points scored per game, the Knicks averaging 115, they averaging 114. This is what it got me worried because with us not having the size, and hopefully I'm going to stress again that Isaiah Hartenstein come back and play in this game. The New York Knicks will be outsized, and like I said, we seen in that Indiana game that they just couldn't compete. Now you look at the rebounders, you see that we are 4th and they are 5th, so they're averaging 45 rebounds a game. We averaging 46. Now, will that height make a difference in this game? That's my only concern about this game because the last 2 meetings we did beat this team. I mean, the last time we played them, we beat them 109 to 94. Julius Randle had 31 points. Brunson 30 points. The highest score for the Houston Rockets was Fred VanVleet. He tallied 24 points. So he's not going to play in this game because that could be a factor. He's on the injured list. But I don't know. It's still I'm still worried about this game because it's the height that's got me worried right now. And then not only the height, it's the defense that they play, the Knicks. Even though Houston, when it comes to 3-point, they're not a real good team, but they can make threes. Jabari Smith is going to have me. Actually, I'm worried about Jabari Smith. That's when I talk about size. He's 6'11", 220 pounds. He averaging 13 points a game, 8 rebounds. His last game, he had 9 points and 10 rebounds. And then it's a guy that, rarely plays. Jock Landale, 6'11" center, 250 pounds. He's averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds per game. The last game he played 13 minutes. He had 2 points. He had 9 rebounds. So if you put that together, that's 19 rebounds between Smith and Landale alone, not to mention the other guys on the Houston Rockets. They will be getting out there hustling and scrapping for rebounds. So this is what I'm worried about with the New York Knicks and the rebounding size. And I was really upset that we re-signed Tom Gibson to a 10-day contract when I thought, we should have went out there and snatched up one of them buyouts, like Robert Lopez, somebody like that, some size. And, we got Tom Gibson. Tom Gibson not going to give us no points, but at least Robin Lopez would be out there and give us size and more blocking. He's a little bit younger than Tom Gibson, a little bit more mobile, active. I was hoping we went out there and picked somebody up that got waived, but we didn't. So we worked with what we got, and it is what it is. And the game that really worried me is the Orlando Magic because I don't think we can beat the Magic. So we got to come out and at least try to salvage these last few games of the before the break and at least come out with this win. We lost to the Lakers. We lost to the Pacers. Now we got to come out. We lost to Dallas. We got to come out and at least get a win to salvage this going into the All-Star break. I would be happy if we got a win against the Orlando Magic, a little payback. But this should be a game that, the next team should actually step up. When I say step up, I mean, let's get over to what I've been promised y'all so far, and that is, let's talk about that pace of game. We're going to stay in the pace of game, but we can see with the rebounding, how the Knicks got out-rebound. But we're going to talk about Jalen Brunson and his return. He came in that night, that game. He scored 39 points, 14 from 25, 10 from 10 from the free throw line. And what can I say about Jalen Brunson that everybody don't already know? We already know that he's about to be an all-star. He tried to do all that he can do to, get that victory. I'm gonna be honest. I was a little bit worried, being that he played 37 minutes just coming off an injury, but one could say he had rest. And the thing that I didn't like about that game is that the game was damn near over, and Tibbs still had him in that game. So I was a little worried about that. I was hoping he didn't get hurt, but it's good to have him back. You know what I'm saying? Will it make a difference in this Houston game? I don't know, because I think it will, because like I said, I'm worried about the height and the rebounding, but we was going up against the number one scoring team in the Indiana Pacers, so that played a factor in that win or loss, what you want to say. But I don't know. Brunson is back. He's looking good. So we're going to see. You know what I'm saying? We still waiting for Randall and Anunoby to come back and we can get the full strength. But until then, we just gonna have to, hope that this team can carry and hold down the fort. And with the All-Star break coming up, that's 8 days that this team get rest, but 8 days that this team get to know one another, the new acquisition, Burks and I'm going to say Anunoby and Bandanovic. That name throws me off a little bit. Burks, he had you could say a good debut. I'm up and down on, because when he first got into the game, he came into the first quarter. Quarter was almost over, but in the second quarter, he made some boneheaded plays. The thing that I didn't like about him when he was on his team, especially if Tibbs going to try to use him as a point, I'm hoping that he don't use him at the point. It got me thinking about the rotation and how that rotation going to be. I would like the rotation, and I'm not talking about the rotation. I'm gonna talk about the team at full strength. That means Mitchell Robinson back, Julius Randle back, Anunoby back. Now the starting five I want to see is Isaiah Hartenstein, Julius Randle, Anunoby, Don Tizio, and Jalen Brunson. Coming off the bench, and I know we know that Tibbs only play a 9-man rotation, so we're going to see how that works. So this is where we talk about the rotation. I want to see, when it comes to that 9-man rotation, I want to see when it comes to the bench, I want to see this, how I would like that rotation to be. The second unit, Mitchell Robinson, yep, you heard me, coming off the bench. Then you got Ochua, you know what I'm saying, playing the power forward. And then you got Bogdanovich playing the small forward. Then Burks moving to the shooting guard. And I want Grimes at the point guard, because Grimes has proven himself since this little fiasco trade thing has been going on. At one point, he had 21 points. Another game, he had 19. Then he had 20 points. So if you put him in a position or give him the chance, he's going to score. And that's what I've been saying about Grimes. Excuse me, not Grimes, McBride. I have to go back, McBride. That, I think McBride is a capable backup point guard. He's still young and he's still learning. But the thing about it, he can score given the opportunity. And I would rather have him playing the point guard than Burks, because Burks get a little hot doggish. Let's just be real. He get a little hot doggish. But to have Miles McBride playing the point, a young guy who's going to, I'm not going to say be nervous about being a point guard, but he's going to respect the guys. His whole main focus is going to be trying to get everybody else involved in the game before he feel he have to take his point or his shot. And that's what I like about McBride. He only takes his shot when he feel that it's necessary. Other than that, he's looking for the other guys. So that's what I want in my point guard. So this is what I'm hoping Tibbs change that rotation from 9-man to 10-man. I think it'll keep us fresh. It might just cut back on the injuries also. So I don't know. If you see what Burks done, I mean, like I said, I have mixed feelings about his debut, because he came in, he made a couple of plays that I think he had open men. Even Bogdanovich was open on a shot that he forced some shots that he missed. But then after he missed a shot or did a bonehead play or turned it over, he came back and hit a three. I mean, that's the thing while Tibbs won a game, because he may be streaky, but he's that spark that we're going to need off the bench. Now, let's talk about the main acquisition of that trade, because whether y'all know it or not, Burks was a throw-in. The Knicks wanted this man right here. Yes, he's averaging 20 points. He only had 11 points that game. But what I like about this guy, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because I was fooled. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really get to watch this guy that much during his career. And I forget, I watched the Olympics and I forget, this dude when he playing for his country, this dude is a beast. Serbia, that is. And I don't know why I was thinking of the other guy, he just retired, the other Bogdanovic. I don't know why I just kept every time I thought of him, I was thinking about him, I was like, he's too slow. But this guy, his appearance is deceptive. I'm just gonna say that, at least to me, you know what I'm saying? He's mobile, he can dunk. His defense is better than what I expected. I'm gonna be honest. I heard in my last video, I said that he might be the weak link on defense. But I like what I see from this guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm hoping for this team to get back at full strength, because at full strength, the New York Knicks is gonna be a very, very dangerous team. That's my opinion. A very dangerous team. So I don't know, but these two games, I know the rotation is different from the last time we met, but if we don't have Hartenstein back, I think that's going to really hurt us, even against the Houston Rockets. Like I said, the only thing I'm worrying about with this team in these two last games, I already think that we don't match it well with the Orlando Magic. But like I said earlier in the video, our roster is a basically complete turnover since the last time we played them, so that might make a difference. But still, I just think they got a lot of guys that can get up on the floor and run. Banchero is a beast. He's a future all-star. I think he's going to be one of the premier players in the league for years to come after LeBron and Steph Curry. He's going to be one of them type guys that the NBA hangs his hat on. But this game, we really do need to take this game before we play Orlando Magic, because that's a game, like I said, I'm worried about. I don't think that we can beat them at all. So I don't know. Y'all gonna have to tell me what y'all think with the new acquisition. I'm not gonna lie. I think it makes the Knicks much better than what we were with RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly. Even before we got these two guys, a lot of people don't want to say it, but I still think we was a better team without RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly. People want to talk about we lost offense, but I don't think we lost no offense, especially you've seen the way that McBride was playing and lately, and the other guys were stepping up. And I know he was like 15 points missing from the bench with Emmanuel Quickly gone, but I just like the way we was playing, and I thought we was a better team minus RJ Barrett and yes, minus Emmanuel Quickly. Now with the new acquisition of Burks and Bogdanovic, I think we are a much better team. You hear everybody talking about we can probably go all the way, and I agree with them. But we just have to see what this team can do once we get to full strength and get everybody used to playing with one another. And I think this team's going to be a contender. You know what I'm saying? I think we can actually go all the way to the Eastern Conference. The only team that really worries me is the Boston Celtics. When we come off that break, we're going to be playing the Philadelphia 76ers. I think Joe Embiid is going to still be out. I don't know. I'm just going to say we're fourth in the East right now. And the two teams that's probably going to be standing in our way, and we already knocked one of them teams off in the playoff. That's the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. I'm being honest. I'm not trying to overlook Milwaukee Bucks, but like I said in the previous videos, that I don't have faith in Doc Rivers as a coach. And you see what their record are since Doc Rivers taken over. So I really do think the Knicks have a good chance of making the Eastern Conference final. And I do see us going up against the Boston Celtics when we do get there. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and peace.